In the bustling heart of New York City, where the morning sun casts a golden hue over Rockefeller Plaza, the Today Show studios hummed with the usual pre-broadcast energy on that fateful September morning in 2025. Kelly Clarkson, the powerhouse vocalist turned beloved daytime host, had arrived with her signature warmth and infectious laugh, ready to promote her latest album, a soul-stirring collection of heartbreak anthems that had already topped charts worldwide. Dressed in a vibrant red blouse that mirrored her fiery spirit, she exchanged pleasantries with the crew, her Texas twang cutting through the chatter like a comforting melody. Craig Melvin, the charismatic co-anchor known for his sharp wit and unflinching journalistic edge, greeted her with a firm handshake and a knowing smile, their history of light-hearted banter on previous appearances setting a tone of easy camaraderie. As the cameras rolled and the theme music swelled, the segment kicked off with effervescent applause from the live audience, who had braved the autumn chill for a glimpse of their idol. Kelly dove into tales of her musical journey, sharing anecdotes about late-night writing sessions in her Nashville home, where the glow of fairy lights danced across scribbled lyrics born from personal triumphs and trials. The conversation flowed seamlessly, touching on her divorce's lingering echoes in her songs, her unyielding commitment to her children, and the raw vulnerability that made her music resonate so deeply with fans. Craig nodded along, his eyes twinkling with genuine admiration, interjecting with questions that drew out even more of Kelly's magnetic personality. But beneath the surface polish of this polished interview, subtle undercurrents began to stir, whispers among the production team about a recent tabloid scoop that had blindsided Kelly just days prior. The interview gained momentum as Roker transitioned to questions about Chaka Khan's views on modern music and the evolution of R&B, drawing comparisons between her groundbreaking work and contemporary artists who sampled her classics. Khan, with her trademark candor, expressed admiration for the new generation but also voiced concerns about the dilution of soulful authenticity in favor of commercial trends, a sentiment she had echoed in previous public statements. Roker, perhaps aiming to spark lively debate, countered with his perspective on how the industry had progressed, citing examples of successful crossovers and digital innovations that broadened reach. What started as a friendly back-and-forth soon intensified when Roker suggested that Khan's resistance to certain changes might stem from a reluctance to adapt, a comment that struck a nerve with the icon who had fought for her artistic integrity throughout her career. Khan's expression shifted from engaging smiles to furrowed brows, her voice rising slightly as she defended her stance, emphasizing that true artistry shouldn't compromise core elements like live instrumentation and emotional depth. The co-hosts exchanged glances, sensing the rising tension, while the control room likely monitored closely for any signs of escalation. Viewers noticed the shift too, with live tweets pouring in about the unexpected edge to the discussion. Khan elaborated on her experiences with record labels that tried to mold her image, recounting instances where she pushed back against exploitative contracts and stereotypical portrayals, drawing parallels to broader issues of artist exploitation in the entertainment world. Roker, known for his straightforward interviewing style honed over decades on the show, pressed further, questioning if her critiques were fair in an age where diversity in music was more celebrated than ever. Tensions reached a boiling point when Roker delved into a sensitive topic, Chaka Khan's past public feuds and her no-nonsense approach to critics, referencing a recent interview where she had called out industry peers for appropriation of her style without credit. Khan, feeling the question bordered on personal attack rather than professional inquiry, responded sharply, asserting that her directness was a necessary shield in an industry that had tried to diminish her voice multiple times. Roker, attempting to clarify, suggested that such confrontations might alienate fans or collaborators, drawing from his own experiences navigating public scrutiny as a longtime TV personality. This perceived patronizing tone ignited Khan's ire, leading her to retort that longevity in entertainment required standing firm against dismissal, especially for women of color who faced amplified judgment. The argument escalated with rapid-fire exchanges, Khan's powerful voice booming through the studio as she listed achievements like her 10 Grammy wins and influence on global pop culture, countering any implication of outdated relevance. Roker held his ground, arguing that adaptability was key to relevance, citing his own career evolution from weatherman to multifaceted host. Onlookers in the audience gasped, phones capturing every second for instant sharing on social platforms, where hashtags like #ChakaVS began trending nationwide. The co-hosts tried to interject with light-hearted defusing remarks, but the momentum was unstoppable, with Khan's eyes flashing determination honed from years of overcoming personal demons including substance abuse and loss. She passionately articulated how her music served as empowerment anthems, refusing to let reductive questions undermine her narrative. Roker, perhaps caught off guard by the intensity, raised his voice in defense, emphasizing respect for all eras of music. In a dramatic crescendo, Chaka Khan abruptly stood from her seat, her chair scraping against the studio floor as she declared she had no more to say on the matter, her words cutting through the stunned silence like one of her soaring vocals. Roker, visibly taken aback, extended a hand in a gesture of reconciliation, but Khan, fueled by a sense of disrespect, turned and strode off the set with purposeful steps, leaving the anchors in awkward disarray. The cameras lingered on the empty chair, capturing the co-host's flustered attempts to regain composure, with one mumbling about commercial breaks while another cracked a nervous joke to ease the tension. Viewers nationwide were left slack-jawed, the unexpected walk-off marking a rare breach of daytime TV decorum and instantly propelling the incident to top news stories across networks. Social media erupted in a frenzy, with clips circulating faster than wildfire, fans rallying behind Khan's bold exit as a stand against condescending journalism, while others criticized it as overreaction. Behind the glamour, this moment echoed Khan's history of fierce independence, from leaving Rufus to pursue solo success to her candid memoirs detailing industry betrayals. Roker, known for his affable demeanor, later reflected in post-show discussions on the unpredictability of live TV, but the damage was done, sparking editorials on interviewer ethics and guest boundaries. The walk-off symbolized a larger narrative of empowered women refusing to be diminished, aligning with Khan's lifelong advocacy for mental health and artist rights. As the show cut to ads, whispers in the control room debated apologies or statements, but the raw footage spoke volumes, immortalizing the clash. Public reaction divided along lines of loyalty, with older fans hailing Khan as a queen unbowed, and younger viewers intrigued by the drama's authenticity in a polished media landscape. The immediate aftermath of Kevin Hart's dramatic departure from the Today Show set was a whirlwind of raw emotion, frantic damage control, and the relentless churn of the 24-hour news cycle. As the commercial break ended, Jenna Bush Hager reappeared on screen, her smile a touch more strained, flanked by Regina Hall who squeezed her hand reassuringly. "Well folks, that was certainly intense," Jenna began, her Texas twang softening the edges. "But that's what makes these conversations real. Kevin Hart is a legend, and we wish him all the best." The audience clapped politely, but the energy had deflated like a punctured balloon, the once vibrant set now feeling like a crime scene dusted for prints. Off-air, producers huddled with NBC brass, debating whether to edit the footage for rebroadcast or let it stand as a testament to unfiltered TV. Meanwhile, Kevin Hart retreated to his trailer, the door slamming with finality, where his publicist and manager bombarded him with updates. Twitter, now X, was on fire, with #HeartWalkout amassing over 500,000 mentions in under 30 minutes. Supporters rallied, sharing clips of his apologetic 2019 sit-down with Ellen DeGeneres, where he vowed personal growth, arguing this was overreach by woke warriors. One viral tweet from a comedian peer read, "Kevin built the lane, now they're trying to ticket it. Let the man laugh." Detractors, however, amplified the panelists' points, launching petitions for better vetting of comedy guests and op-eds in the New York Times questioning if Hart's evolution was performative. His phone vibrated non-stop, texts from Barack Obama praising his candor, calls from agents fielding interview requests, and a voice memo from his wife Aniko, "Babe, breathe."